With this video, we will be doing Joe Budden confirmed that Drake is making money off other artists. If you want to help this channel and the content that we making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Try and get the channel to grow. The only way we're going to do this is if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Joe Budden confirms Drake is getting paid off of other people's catalogs.
But do you think that Drake's deals are a point of contention for his peers?
I can't answer that question. That's not appropriate on my place. I have to definitely display good cultural etiquette. So
My wild theory was that Drake had to have some type of hand in Gamma, which is why he's promoting Ross albums and Sexy Red, and he must have some type of deal that's not even available to other people, to whereas he gets to be the owner and player, or player and whatever that other title is.
That's right. On a recent...
That's why Joe Budden is who he is in the culture, because he give you information or he give you perspective that most people don't even think about.
Right.
I'm just looking into the game because he was in the game, so you understand when you're looking at better than someone that was never in the game. But it just always made sense to me that he was doing stuff like that because of the Sexy Red. Seeing him all throughout the Sexy Red rollout. You see rollout. You seen Drake, and Drake, and you see that time out of time with different situations. So this right here information doesn't surprise me. If I'm going to promote your product, you got to hit me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to hit me with something.
It's like DJ Academics. DJ Academics promote a lot of artists through his platform, but you got to pay me to do that. I'm not just doing it out of the kindness of my heart.
Why would I?
Interview with Larry Jackson, the founder of Gamma, Joe Budden seems to have done the science. And though Larry Jackson was dodgy in the question, I think his lack of a response was a response.
Exactly, because the answer was no. You just would have said no. When you said I can't even talk about it, then you already answered the question without answering the question.
So what happened was Joe Budden had Larry Jackson on. He was a former bigwig at Apple Music and now has Gamma, some type of music company that aims to reframe the way music business is done. And in that interview,
I'm glad someone's coming in the game trying to restructure the way that is done, because the way it's structured right now is structured in a way where the artists are really not even eating.
It's not really in their favor.
You can't even tell really how to eat, because who came up with one stream equals blah 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 until we get down to that one stream equals da 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 da. That need to be fixed, and until that's fixed, then it's gonna be a major issue. So maybe that's something he is addressing, and I hope that that's something that he is addressing, because we need to know how much do one stream equal in advertisement. How much are you getting paid for this one stream? And then we need to go from there.
Yeah, you at least have a starting point.
But I need to disclose what do one stream equal, because everyone has that question, but no one seems to have an answer. How much do one stream do you get paid for?
Yeah.
Not how much I get paid. I know what I get paid. But what do you get paid? Facts. It's crazy. No, the math ain't math.
what Joe Budden asked would give me...
Like that ad that just popped up there. We need to know how much was that ad paid out.
Right.
Why can't we get that?
Absolutely.
Insight into why the rest of his peers hate him so much. He would directly ask Larry Jackson, hey, does Drake get paid off of other people's catalogs? Because it seems like that is what's causing the friction between him and all the people he's beefing with. And Larry Jackson said he...
Man, I hope that's not the case, because what I got going on should have no bearings on what you got going on. You should not be mad because I'm getting this and this and that. I put the work in for that. And if you didn't put the same work in for me, I don't even care what you have to say about it. It's none of your business.
Absolutely. I totally agree, because it's just like, yo, you got to pay to play.
Yeah.
You got to pay to play. And
Facts.
If you can get in the game, you're like, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, it's even like that on radio. To get on radio, if you want to get on this station, you got to hit us.
Yeah,
it's just how it goes.
Something going to happen.
Facts.
Yeah.
Not comment. Now, anybody who's watching this knows that when somebody says they cannot comment, that means they may have something to hide. It's like pleading the fifth. Yes, you can plead the fifth in court, but it might very much reveal that you don't want to tell the truth. And if you look at the rest of the interview where Larry Jackson seemed to sing Drake's praises, then this kind of gives you insight into how much he values Aubrey.
So the thing that I'll say to you about the artist you just mentioned is that if you look at his music, he's bigger than the 70s, 80s, and 90s combined. I don't mean like one artist from that era. I mean all of those eras combined.
Wow.
The man essentially said that Drake...
That's saying a lot. Because I'm sitting here thinking, as he's saying it, like, there's no way that is even possible. You feel what I'm saying? And then I'm like saying to myself, what if he is telling the truth?
Like if those numbers are actually factual,
yes,
I would be highly impressed.
I would definitely be impressed. Not only would I be impressed that if he's getting paid for it, he deserves it.
Yeah.
Catalog is bigger than the 60s, 70s, and 80s combined. Now, I know everybody hates Drake's guts now, but it's important to remember that his Apple exclusive may have changed fortunes for Larry Jackson.
Views from the 6 is coming, 4/29/2016. He announced it yesterday on OVO Radio on Beats One, essentially on Apple. Now, Apple has reached out to Pitchfork. Shout out to them. They reached out and said, yo, wait. Y'all thought we gave Drizzy that $20 million for a radio show? Oh, you dumb, right? Y'all really dumb, right? No. We're giving him that $20 million reportedly. Actually, it was 19. But they gave him that money for the deal with Apple Music to release his next project, among others, on Apple Music exclusively.
And also, many say that Drake's catalog is the turnkey, is the way that a lot of people find other artists. And on top of this, Larry Jackson was very...
That wouldn't surprise me. He got 71 number ones. You know what I'm saying? In today's generation, artists come and go. They don't even really have catalogs to even lead someone else. But Drake has an extensive catalog. I don't know which album, how many albums he dropped. We know it's a bunch, though. So that all would make sense.
It's ridiculous at this point. He's got a huge body of work.
Facts.
Clear in demonstrating that, he holds Drake in high regard. He rocks with Drake on a deep level. So it's not so crazy to think that he would give Drake a sweetheart deal. Now, it's unclear if Larry Jackson gave Drake some type of ownership, but I think it looks like he gave him some type of incentive. As Joe Budden correctly pointed out, that Drake is out here promoting albums from Sexy Red, Rick Ross, and it can't be just because Drake's a great guy and loves everybody. No, he has to be getting money or some type of look.
To me, the smartest thing would be, if I was a businessman, if I was Drake, if I was in his shoes, I get a percentage. And if I was the label, that would be the deal I would try to give to you, because it would incentivize you to promote the product, because we want you to promote the product. So the more you incentivize by the percentage you're going to get, the more you're going to be incentivized to promote it. And he did a heck of a job promoting Sexy Red.
Yeah, it's going to just feel more natural.
Yeah, a lot more natural.
I enjoy being around you. It always makes me money.
Yeah.
As a result of the support that he's showing. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you feel like this non-answer from Larry Jackson is indeed revealing?
From the producers of Vanderpump Rules, welcome to the
Larry's
adult stuff.
Our priorities have changed. I'm 40 now.
Now, this interview that Joe Budden did with Larry Jackson, I think was pretty terrible. But there was still value to be had, because Joe Budden asked a question. And like I always say, when someone chooses not to answer a question, the way they choose to avoid or duck a question, that gives you all the answers you need. As for the rest of this interview, some of it was interesting, but I do think it felt like a big old ad for Gamma. And there are a lot of people noting how Gamma is just probably a Trojan horse and may usher in a new predatory type of business under the guise of changing the music industry. Like, I would venture to say,
I think it's time for that. I think it's a time for a change in the music industry, the way business is being conducted. That's how it was conducted back in the day. We're in a different generation, different era in music. It need to be looked at and restructured.
Yeah, because things are way different. Like back in the day, like an artist would hold on to a project, like, you know what I mean, really tight. Like now, you want to get that project out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sitting on it. Like, the whole thing is different.
Yeah, even like paying for like distribution when at this point it's just uploading it to Apple Music or Spotify.
Get it out there.
Well, I got to pay you all this money just to upload it. It's not the same thing when you got to have CDs and package up all this stuff and send it all across the world. It's a different game. It's just a hit upload and it's out to the world.
Some people are probably going to sign to Gamma and then realize that, oh, this deal really isn't all that. Now, as to why Joe Budden chose to interview Larry Jackson, knowing damn well that Larry Jackson wasn't going to answer any questions, something I've been pretty vocal about is that I believe that Joe thought, you know, he could get some business from Larry Jackson. Like, I think he wants to sign some type of IP to Gamma, or he wants to bring Everyday Struggle back to Gamma. Something's going on. Joe didn't just interview this dude because he wanted to. He wanted to do it because it is advantageous for his business. I mean, this guy flew to California to see him. He went to California to sit down with Larry Jackson and to pocket watch that man, to stroke that ego.
I don't think it's a pocket watch thing. Just knowing Joe Buttons and how Joe Budden thinks a little bit just from viewing his content. The times I did view his content is he's real interested in knowing stuff about the music business and who more to know the music industry than somebody that has a label and a brand new label. So it's obviously know a lot about music, and even the question that a lot of people wanted to know, he got the question answered without him even answering. So to me, bravo! I think Joe Budden did his job.
You gotta have the courage to ask the question
that everyone want to know.
Yeah, and one way or other.
A lot of people want to know that because a lot of people was just speculating. And I think right now it's not even speculation anymore at this point.
Yeah.
To give him a verbal shoulder massage. Look him deep in the eye.
Shoulder massage.
That's Gucci. Yeah, he wears a lot on the podcast. I thought he would have worn a different type of
TV
suit for Larry.
Lamar Wilson here representing Ghetto Action News Network _ all lower cases.
No spaces.
You can find us on Instagram, Facebook. When you do, just share something, leave some comments, come back. I'm going to get right into this video. We got here, Joe Budden confirms Drake profits from other artists and interview with Larry Jackson. I thought this was dope. Definitely information filled. I'm very interested in their take on like where his progress is with this and where this is going to end up. This is very interesting to me. What do you think?
I think this was a dope video. Young black guy on his way up. I never even heard of him. He obviously making waves out here if he made it to my desk. So he's doing his thing. I want to check him more to see what he's doing. Is he trying to change the game from what they were saying? He's trying to change it. We know there's a lot of stuff set in place for the game not to be changed for the people that are profiting. So I know that's an uphill climb that he's going on.
Fight.
But I'd like to know where his progress is going with it, and what is he trying to do. And if he's in business with Drake, I think right now is a good person to be in business with if you're trying to promote your items and get your stuff off the ground. So it all makes sense for me, and it makes sense if Drake is doing this stuff for you that you would give the man some money, because I don't see him just doing it for free. Why would I just promote yourself for free? I'm a busy man and I got stuff I'm doing too. So you got to incentivize me to get what you want done. And at the end of the day, we break bread and everybody eat, and that's what it's all about. Everybody eating, and right here looks like everybody's eating for real. Can't wait to see more about the situation. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.